podcast a shout out. Shout out!
Hey, yo!
What a maneuver! Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Are you kidding me? The irresistible force meeting.
Yo, you already know what it is by the sound of my voice. It's right, your boy, Mr. 6'9", JT, back in this piece. Damn, it's been a little minute. Of course, I'm rolling with the homie El Capitan, El Jefe, you know what I'm saying, laying shit down always, you know, representing the CLE, Cleveland, representing, of course, Puerto Rico, representing always coming in the clubs. We talking about El Cheech. What's up, Papi?
What's going on? What's going on? Back at it again. El Cheech en la casa, a mi manera o pa la calle.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. And look, the connection is better, right? You know, ain't nothing dropping. I ain't freezing. The last time y'all see me, I was like this for like 3 minutes, and you just heard noises. But yeah, we back inside here, man. Definitely want to remind y'all to do what we always say y'all do. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all that good shit. Of course, it's available. It's the name of the show, Marshall Mikes. Of course, you know the name. It's easy to spell. I ain't got to spell a lot for you, but it's at the bottom of the screen. If you listen on the podcast features, if you already clicked on the podcast, then I shouldn't have to tell you how to spell the podcast. But yeah, we're available everywhere. Whether that be, of course, you know, all your podcast streaming apps, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You can find us, of course, on Tuned In, Stitcher. You can find us on Audiobook, which I found out someone told me I was on the Audiobook. Also, you can find us damn near everywhere podcasts are available. I don't know if I can express that. Find us, of course, on Twitch. You can find us on YouTube, on the TikTok. You can find us on IG, the Book of Faces, Twitter. It's all the same. Make sure y'all following. Look, it's been a minute, but we back with the jump off. Shout out to Lil Kim. But we here, man. We're going to talk about something real quick. We're going to run through this real quick, just reviewing a few topics. You know, it's been real spicy, caliente, over the last couple weeks inside the world of wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, since we last was here, we had a merger. You know what I mean? We got a mustache growing. You know what I mean? You know, we have collisions. You know,
A brand split.
Yeah, brand split. Another useless draft. A potential retirement of a major star. You know, it's, you know, a lot of things been happening, and wrestling been hot. You know what I mean? We just had that show in Puerto Rico. You know, I have to touch on that. You know what I mean? It was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Carlito, you know what I mean? All that.
Biggest
you know,
pop of the night, Nick. Biggest pop.
Yeah, to be honest, you know, according to the rumor and innuendo, you know, the big heads in WWE were happy about the outcome of that show, and the rumor has it that you might see Bad Bunny in SummerSlam. You know,
SummerSlam.
Yeah, facing. I don't know. They did it with Paul, Logan Paul. So I could see it. You know, just another body for Roman to go over. But
man, I ain't worried about it.
You know how it be. But yeah, man. It just a lot of things to catch up, because now we're gonna have you know, like the song says, we're gonna have wrestling Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Sunday, love. Like, we all the way through, man. Like,
yes, sir.
Be for real though, man. Like, that is, to me, wrestling's 25/8. You know, I've been saying that for a few years now. 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, which means that we literally have to have a whole extra day just for that we create inside of our heads, right? So yeah, we about to have it damn near every day. You know, Monday Night Raw, Tuesday night NXT, Wednesday night AEW Dynamite, Thursday night Impact, Thursday night ROH. You know what I'm saying? Friday night SmackDown, Friday night Level Up, Friday night Rampage, and then you go to Saturday with Collision. Then you got the premium live events that come for WWE on a Saturday, And then you got people that still dropping pay-per-views on a Sunday. So it's a lot to take in, man. Like, listen, this thing is a drug and they are flooding the streets with it. That's all I can say. You know, if you watch Snowfall, you know, I'm a big fan of Snowfall. They over here like Franklin and Uncle Jerome and Leon.
I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up, man.
Yeah, you gotta catch up, man. They done flooded the streets with wrestling, man. It's crazy. I definitely agree with you. Backlash was probably one of the best premium live events. To me, it was almost better.
I mean, perhaps let's call it this way. Like, since they started calling premium live events, that was their best one ever.
Yeah, I was about to say right next to Clash at the Castle, the one in Wales. Like, to me, those are neck and neck.
What was the one that happened in Montreal?
That was Elimination Chamber.
Okay, you could say, you know what I mean, that was up there.
Okay, top three.
With,
we'll do that.
Yeah,
but Puerto Rico's number one.
Oh, without a doubt. You know what I mean? And I guess Backlash, the most sold. You know what I mean? It was all over. You know what I'm saying?
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Coming out with his new song.
Well, it was new. But you know what I mean? It's new to coming out to WWE because that was the song. I don't know if you remember years back where he had Ric Flair just dancing in the back.
Yeah. I remember listening to that song when you and I was driving from Chicago or to Chicago, but that was in your playlist. But that song right there, I understand him using Booker T when he first got there, but that song right there should have been it from the jump. From the jump. The whole entire crowd singing along with you.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
And the thing is, the Puerto Rican crowd, they get it. They know to cheer for the good guys and boo the bad guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they get behind it. And, bro, that's the way it is with any sports. You know what I mean? It's, bro, what's not to love? You know what I mean? And
that's all. You know, almost in the words of our boy Savio, you know, they love a good soap opera, you know, and they were right into it, man. Man, I popped when I seen Savio in the back giving the kendo stick to Bad Bunny. I'm watching, I'm like, okay, so one of my thoughts was, what if he comes out with Los Boricuas and we get that faction come out? Like, that would have been dope. But he still came out, and my man had a huge pop. You know,
we calling it now the Savio pop. You know,
Savio pop. Yeah.
Yo, and the thing is that I briefly talked to him, and I asked him. You know what I mean? And all he hit me was like, watch YouTube. You know, watch the IWA. You know what I mean? The shows they actually on YouTube.
Hey,
you know what I mean? So he didn't tell me nothing, but he did kind of tell me something because it was like, to me, it just made sense. And Bad Bunny, if you follow him, that's one of his, you know what I mean, like wrestlers that he liked. You know what I mean? So I was so happy for him. You know what I mean? Because like now, you know what I mean, like they, whatchamacallit, like they say,
congratulations.
Oh, you know what I mean? Oh no, what was it that they say? Oh,
yesterday's price is not today's price.
You know,
price just went up.
Yeah, Savio, Carlito. You know what I mean? I would have liked to have seen the Boricuas. You know what I mean? But Miguelito, I think he's around. He's active. Huracan Castillo, which was another one, and the other one I'm not sure what happened to him, but. I don't know, but I liked it, how everything went. Like, bro, Bad Bunny went 25 minutes, my nigga. Put respect on that kid's name.
Yo, the greatest. Bubba Ray said it. A lot of people are saying, Mark Henry said it. This is the greatest celebrity wrestler of all time. That man got a Michael Jackson pop. You know what I'm saying? Like no one's touching Bad Bunny. Shout out to Damian Priest, Punishment Martinez, whatever you want to call him. Like, My man made Bad Bunny look like a certified thoroughbred, like he just been doing this shit for years. So I liked it. The LWO coming out. I don't care what no one says online. So what? The LWO hasn't picked up a lot of W's since they debuted it. They over, and they're in the top 10 of merchandise sales in the whole entire company.
Yeah. And if you think about it, Judgment Day was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And if you could say Judgment Day is perhaps one of the, the top tier fucking factions in WWE. Because you know what I mean? Nobody gets no heat than Dominic right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nobody wants to be that kid, bro.
Yeah, no, exactly. And the thing is, he's going along with it. He's not breaking. So that even make it even better. So perhaps what I would like to see is for them to go to Mexico and do a show a la Puerto Rico. Have some, sprinkle some guys that you probably haven't seen in a while from Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like, and have that rematch. You know what I mean? Have fucking Rey Mysterio against his son in Mexico. You know what I mean? And
Mask versus hair like Eddie.
Ooh, well, perhaps it is Mexico, so it's something that perhaps, you know what I mean, that's normal for them. You know what I mean? Like a stipulation like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, they knocked the mullet off from Dominic. But yeah, that was some great wrestling that, to be honest, has been going on 2 weeks, and Busted Open still brings it up. They still talk about it. You know what I mean?
They gotta have it. They missing out on something big there.
Oh no! Also, R.I.P. to Billy Graham. Superstar Billy Graham. You know what I mean? To those that are not aware of the guy.
Yeah, Superstar Billy Graham, man. That guy was a trendsetter for any and all wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people borrow from this man's style. When I say a lot of people, damn near anybody and everybody, of course, when you see Hulk Hogan, there's so many different outlets you can look at and see Billy Graham inside of his whole persona. Even from the way that he carried himself, from the way, he walked to the ring, the way he wore his clothes, the colors that he wore, the whole 9 yards. Like, Billy Graham not only inspired Hulk Hogan, he also inspired people like Scott Steiner. He inspired people like Triple H. He inspired, the list can go on and on and on with everyone that he's ever had the chance to touch inside the business. But, my condolences to the family, to the friends and loved ones of Superstar Billy Graham. Rest in peace. Fly high to that ring in the sky. I'm pretty sure that, you're going to have Mean Gene Oakland cutting the interview inside the back, interviewing Superstar Billy Graham. Who knows? He may have a match up there, with Roddy Piper, or, maybe Dusty comes in and they have a nice classic, anything of that nature. But, rest in peace, Superstar Billy Graham. Definitely will be missed. And definitely fly high, man. Also, definitely got to talk about what everyone else is talking about. We finally got the name of the new merger for what the stock is going to be called, and what I guess you could say, what is going to be on the stock exchange and what they're going to be called as a company. Now, we do know that both of these companies will be keeping their individual names, but the name of it is TKO, which makes sense because, let's be honest, when you think UFC, when you think, someone taking that major hit, hitting the ground, the first thing you're going to say is TKO. You say the same thing when you think about Tyson in the early 90s, knocking people out first round, TKO. That's all he did. So that's gonna be good. We're gonna see if they're gonna get the sports betting going on when we can bet on matches. We'll see what happens with it. Also, another big thing that happened. Of course, we mentioned that they had a draft. We had a brand split, if you will, if you want to say that. But we have that. We had that going on with the brand split and everything. Now, people are saying the brand split's not making sense because you have the tournament going for the World Heavyweight Championship where you had SmackDown competitors and Raw competitors competing for it, which I didn't have a problem with it, but was it a major issue? What you think, Mr. Casanova?
No, not really. It's just, I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. Like, wrestling is just in a weird state right now with the WWE. Like, nobody knows what's going on until, what dropped today. So, I mean, it's not like I would say it's life-changing news. It's just, it is what it is.
It is what it is. I feel it. I would say the same thing, you know what I mean? Like, another thing that gets me about this whole ordeal is people using the whole, well, if it's a brand split, then why are they competing for another brand's title? And if it's a brand split, why is Rhea Ripley on Raw with the SmackDown title and Bianca on SmackDown with the Raw title, vice versa? Like, I understand it wholeheartedly, but I don't think it's worth causing like a big ruckus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they're doing pretty good with what they're doing. I like the fact that they didn't do the whole let's just switch titles thing like they did a couple years ago with the New Day. Like, I just thought that was stupid. This, to me, maybe something's big inside the makers. Maybe they're gonna rebrand the titles. Maybe the women's title on Raw is gonna be called the Women's Heavyweight Championship, and one on SmackDown, the Women's Universal Championship. You know what I mean? So it could be a multitude of things. How do you feel about the new stars they called up from NXT to the main roster?
Honestly, it's about time because, I mean, to me, the roster's been getting stale on both sides for men and women. Like, there's only so much you could see of, like, Roman Reigns and the Usos, going back and forth. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still probably the best part of wrestling, but they need to bring up some of the younger guys to get them in the limelight, to get them some like heat and stuff like that. Because, like, I don't know, it just seems like the last couple of years we've been seeing the same shit over and over again. Like, I love the women's roster. I think they're doing great things, but we need more women on the women's roster because they keep reusing the same people. Just like WWE with the men, they keep trying to toss these other guys in the storylines. It just doesn't seem like organic. It just seems forced and it's boring. But they picked a good set of men and women to jump up to the main roster. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. But, only time will tell.
Yeah, that's all we can do with that, man. Like, I think it's a new fresh thing of paint. Shout out to Kaden Carter and what's the other one's name from NXT? I always get her tag team partner. I always get her name.
Katana Chance.
Yeah, Katana Chance. Shout out to the other women's tag team that pulled up with them. Speaking of new women, so I like the fact I think they brought in like a total of 5 or 6. You got Indy Hartwell that moved up, and you had, gosh damn, what's her name? She was beefing with the Kia Lyons. She got called up though.
Zoe Stark.
So they called up 6 women.
And the other woman tag team you were thinking of was Isla Dawn and Alba Fire.
Like, so you got 6 new faces up there. We'll see what they do, if they gonna shake something or not, but I believe that, anything's possible at this point,
Hey JT, did you check the messages?
Yeah. But I believe that anything is possible. The other thing I would say is the men on the man's side, right? We got Cameron Grimes. You got Grayson Waller. You got Apollo Crews come back up. Got Jinder Mahal and the tag team. What are they called? And Shearer. They got them that they got called up. Pretty Deadly got called up. You know, so you got a handful of call-ups right there, man. I'm not mad at that. It's
I don't
just
know, man. Apollo came back without the accent this time. I'm kind of surprised.
Listen, he dropped that accent quicker than Kofi Kingston dropped his. So I'm not mad at that. Not mad.
But damn, it would have been amazing if Michael Blackson came out with him at like a pay-per-view before he dropped the accent. Just saying.
Yeah, that would have been dope. But you know, they missed that. They definitely missed that whole entire boat right there. But I will say this though, depending on how they play their cards, I would say that Apollo can make a run at a mid-card title because I don't think the powers that be see him as a main event guy, as far as you know, holding the brand's title, the title. I mean, let's be honest. He didn't get the chance to hold in NXT. He got a chance to polish a Braun Breaker, but they didn't give him a chance to take the ball and run with it.
Honestly, like I thought when I got to know who his character is when he was in NXT the first time around, when he was just like, you know, all smiles, Apollo Crews, man, I thought that they should have turned him from a face to a heel, and they should have just made him like slaughter everybody on the man's roster. He would have been a great champion. I just think that they're always missing that one person that could have done it. And it goes on with the main rosters of SmackDown and Raw, like from the time we were kids. There's plenty of guys that they should have made champion, but it just never happened. So hopefully they do something right with him on this show. Because didn't he have the Intercontinental title, or was it the U.S. title when he was next? Okay. So yeah, so he did have a title, but it would have nice to see him have like the main championship for NXT. So let's start changing up some people and some champions around here. I mean, don't get me wrong, love Roman Reigns. They did him justice after all those couple of years when he first became like, you know, part of the Shield, and you know, he was pretty cool until he started talking, and then the talking got really bad because he just didn't have that feel to it yet. Now they made him unstoppable. They made him the biggest heel in wrestling today, at least in the WWE, that is. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's going to be time sooner or later for him to drop that championship because there's so many other guys that should have a crack at it.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. A lot of guys ain't getting the crack at it, as you say, because of the simple fact that you know it's Roman. Yo, what's up, JJ? I'm doing all right. Just wanted to show my face, let y'all know that I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. Yeah, it's been a minute, and it's gonna be another minute. Gonna let you know about that at the end of the show. Just wanted to keep you all, you know, updated on what's going on. But I do like the fact that you know what they're doing right now. But come on, man. 3 years with the title, it's kind of lengthy. You know what I'm saying? Now you're getting ready to go into year 4. From the rumor and the window is he going to hold this title all the way past WrestleMania 40. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, it's like, I can't have him holding the title that long, man. That's a long-ass time for anybody to hold the title.
Yeah, we don't need Roman Reigns, the champion, in a hover round. I mean, we just don't want to see it, man.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a hell of a time to hold that title. But I will say this though, we did find out about AEW. AEW, of course, they have Double or Nothing coming up. I want to say this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. It was May 28th, so in 2 weeks. Or is it next weekend? No, it's May 28th. Yeah, it's May 28th. They got that going on May 28th with Double or Nothing. You also have Night of Champions the day before that. Like, it's gonna be one jam-packed, crammed ass recap show, I guess you could say, whenever that does happen. But we did find out, you know, about AEW Collusion, and big news. You know what I mean? Like that's huge. You can't really be mad, or you can't really outdo that. I mean, it's the first time, and God knows how long that you had wrestling on a Saturday on TNT for a syndicated program. Like, look at this. You know, these are the faces. You had all these faces popping back up, man. You had Miro pop back up. You had Thunder Rosa pop back up. Now you got Andrade in there. You know, like I ain't seen Andrade, Miro, Thunder Rosa, and God knows how long. So for them to pop back up because we got a new show, I could dig it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Andrade was done. He was through. I thought the same thing about Miro. It was a wrap. I said the same thing about Thunder Rosa. It was a wrap. So I don't know. Maybe having this third show on television, that is, because remember they had 2 other YouTube shows which they canceled for Collision. I mean, that was ways to expose the talent and also get some of these indie workers a chance to get that exposure, being in front of the large crowds. Like, that was good. But now they're talking about doing a brand split, which, when you look at how many people Tony Khan done signed, it makes perfect sense to do a brand split.
I mean, I do remember saying like months ago that Tony Khan needs another big show aside from like Rampage and Dynamite, because I mean, I really don't count Dark as that.
No, of course not. No, Dark Elevation.
This is going to be like maybe the new Saturday Night Main Event. I don't know. I hope it does get some, good reviews. I hope they do put on a banger of a first show. But we'll see what's going on. JJ says Rosa and Andrade were injured.
Yeah. I mean, we know they were injured. I just thought they was like, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm out, peace. Like that's what I thought would eventually happen because of,
and wasn't Miro going through like some contractual disputes or something like that? Like, I mean,
that's what they say. That's what the streets is saying. That's what that's what the streets is saying. That's what PW Insider is saying, and like, I'm gonna blame it on them or whatever. But you got all these people showing back up. I mean, even Andrade, when he seen his face, he on there, he's like, "Oh, this news to me." You know what I'm saying? Then of course they had the presser at Madison Square Garden, releasing everything that was up and coming for Max, aka Warner Brother Discovery, and a notable person's face is missing off the promotion, and that person being CM Punk. Where's CM Punk? Because I didn't see him on this. Did you see him on this? I don't see him on that.
No. But, without all the bullshit that he causes every time he comes back, I mean, it's a great crowd pop when he does pop out. So I'm thinking he's going to be like one of those part-time guys where when they need to really get back in the ratings, they're going to have him pop back out at a special event, maybe even just a weekday show. I don't know. But right now, man, I was more excited to see Adam Cole come back. And I think he's going to be one of the top guys on both shows. Like whenever he has a storyline or whatever, I think he's going to be one of the top guys. Like, so we could forget about CM Punk for right now until, he puts some bullshit out on Twitter and that's like, controversial.
Yeah, every time I see a CM Punk post, I be
ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you got, but from what I was reading, the streets are saying that Collision's gonna be his show. He'll be the face of Collision, 2-hour programming, on a Saturday night. You can't get any better than that and bigger than that. So I'm with it. More power to hats off to him. But you also have a few other things popping off inside the wrestling world. You can't forget about, of course, this week you got SmackDown coming up. You got Level Up. You also have, of course, plenty of events that are streaming this weekend on IWTV, Fight TV. You got MLW that just had Battle Riot 4. I think that's going to be happening, or that's debuted it. Shout out to Alex Kane. He's gonna be challenging for the MLW Heavyweight Championship. So hopefully he brings that home. Boombayes for the people. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got to represent. Let's talk some rumors and numbers real quick. People need to understand it's not just him. The Bucks are innocent too. And you were totally right, JJ. I mean, it takes two to tangle, two people to fight, two people to argue, two people to screw in a light bulb, apparently. Ain't none of this shit one way. I mean, unless he's schizophrenic and arguing with himself, someone else was indulged inside that too. So hopefully they quote unquote bury the hatchet on some Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart type shit. But we shall see what happens with that. But what I will tell you all is this: definitely want to go ahead and give y'all a heads up. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be taking a short hiatus. I mean, you can say we just came back from one, but we're going to be revamping everything from the logo to the way the page looks, the intro, the whole 9 yards, man. So all this is going to be different by the next time you see us. Hopefully we got something real nice for you. Hopefully you all enjoy it, you like it. We're going to be coming live from the basement, live from the trap, live from live from right here in the center of my living room. We're going to be live every day. Not every day, every Thursday, that is. Every Thursday night. We're going to be shooting for 8:30 p.m. On the high end. On the low end, you're going to say 9 p.m. That is Eastern Standard Time, Central Time, to go ahead and just drag that about an hour. But if you can't do math, that'll be 7:30 Central Time and 8 o'clock Central Time. So that is the GP, the game plan. Be on the lookout for that. Also, be on the lookout for some exclusive content coming. More guests, more interviews, new merchandise on the way out as well. And also, you all will be definitely getting some exclusives coming up as well. I can't talk too much about it, but I will say this: meet me out in the major pause. Meet me out in Detroit for SummerSlam. I'll be out there. We're going to be kicking it. The homies, Powerbomb Jitsu, going to be in there. We got Dom. Dom is going to be inside the building. B's going to be in the building. Yours truly is going to be in the building. I think your boy Just is going to be in the building as well. So be on the lookout for that. Exclusive footage coming from that as well. And let's go ahead and tap on we hit damn near all the rumors. But one rumor, you got Randy Orton. Doctor saying, don't wrestle again. You may have to retire. This coming out of his daddy mouth. This ain't coming out of nobody else's mouth. Like you gotta double check your source. This ain't Brian Alvarez. This ain't Uncle Dave. This ain't come out of Sean Ross Sapp's mouth. This came out of his daddy mouth, according to the rumor in the windows. So they're saying he may be retired. The streets also saying that John Cena's match at WrestleMania may have been it. He said, John Cena is saying, like, hey, my body can't handle this no more. So there's a lot that's going on.
Wish you would have said that like 15 years ago.
Nah, man, shit. Cena, if it wasn't for Cena, bro, to be honest, these stadium joints that they've been doing, I don't think they would have been playing stadiums because Cena put them back inside the stadium arenas.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I'm just tired of,
well, yeah, of course,
the same old shit. He has like 3 moves, same catchphrase is just, recycled over time. And honestly, I would rather him stay out in the public than stay on TV, like in the ring, because like the guy is like a saint. Like I don't really like watching him anymore. I liked him back in the Thugonomics days, but now I like him being out in the public doing good deeds. Like he has done over 500 Make-A-Wish wishes for children. And that's like more than anybody, any other celebrity in the world. He's number one.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great guy. I mean, he's literally a stand-up guy. He makes these dreams come true for these kids, and that's, a blessing. Because you don't really hear too many stories like that anymore. So, between the Dana Warrior, the Warrior award that they do, they work with kids on that. And now John Cena, he's the man. He does everything.
Can't beat that. Also, JJ said Nap Time All Pro Wrestling this Saturday here in Indiana. They got a free show for the 1-year anniversary. Tap in if you're in the area. Tap in. Make sure you subscribe to where there's going to be streaming of that. But I am going to say this, man. We're going to wrap it up real quick. And I am going to say this. I haven't said this in a long time. It's been a minute since I said this. Too much negativity can be detrimental to you. You know, it can affect you emotionally, spiritually, physically. How about this? How about we spread more positive vibes, right? It takes very little to build someone up than it does to tear them down. Think about the logic inside that message. It could be as easy as telling somebody, giving them a compliment, telling them, you know, have a good day, open the door for someone walking into a building, letting someone cut in front of you inside traffic, letting that little old lady get a sample or something before you get a sample of it. But spread more positive vibes, people. I mean, it's not hard. You know, it's all about good gestures. Also, COVID is still here. Viral diseases are still here. That ain't going nowhere. That ain't hide, right? I'm going to need you to do a few things. We'll need y'all to wash your hands. But most importantly, wash your ass. Tell the people what they got to use.
You got to use soap and plenty of it.
Plenty of it. Coming in for the clutch.
What the fuck is this, man?
Coming in for the clutch, El Papa.
Yo, what is funny is that you said the internet's been working fine. We're back in effect, and it goes mine. Like, isn't that a big?
Listen, in a good week or so, y'all, I promise you, all this shit gonna be worked out. Your boy got his schedule back, so I'm more regularly available. But we were somewhere. We were in the middle of something. Hold on. Oh, that's right.
Is that COVID? We still do COVID, man?
I mean, it's still here. That's what they're saying. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Even if it's not even COVID, wash your hands and wash your ass, okay?
With soap and lots of it.
How you got to do that, Papa?
It hasn't changed, bro. From face to ass, not ass to face.
Okay. From face to ass, not ass to face, people. It's very simple. I don't think there's any other else thing to say besides peace. We're going to catch y'all real soon. New intro, new everything. We got a whole entire catalog getting ready to drop on y'all all at once. I can't wait. Can't wait for y'all to see the new Marshall Banks when it does drop. And just know that it's been a long time coming. And we definitely thank y'all for rocking with us. JJ, I haven't forgot. I don't know how I'm going to get you on the show, but I'm going to get you on the show. That's all that's to it. Thursday, go ahead and free your time. We're going to make sure this happens. But with that being said, man,
anything goes.
We're going to catch y'all real soon.
I know, Mike.
And make sure y'all check out Collusion. Coming to a city near you. But we out, y'all. Peace.
Right. He ain't lying. That's right.